Hey, Kinelight family! It's great to be back to the channel that brings you the spotlight on the best of movies, TV, and all things cinematic. Today we're going into the deep end of movie flops with the top 10 most unwatchable drama movies ever made. These are the movies that leave you wondering why they got made, why you're still watching, and perhaps even why you enjoy movies at all. From the cringe-worthy dialogue to performances that'll make your eyes roll like a bowling ball, we've got a bumpy ride ahead. Stick with me and find out which drama reigns supreme as the so bad it's good. And I mean it, you won't even believe number one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, tap that bell, and become part of the Kinelight team. To number 10, God's Not Dead. A faith-based drama that attempted to uplift but instead alienated pretty much everyone. Imagine this. A freshman in college challenges his atheist professor to a battle of wits to defend God's existence. Sounds like it might be good, no? Wrong. This film swings so loyally at profundity that it comes up completely short. The characters are more walking stereotypes than actual people, particularly the professor, who is less a villain and more a caricature of all the atheist stereotypes in the world. The dialogue? Someone took a philosophy textbook and ran it through a blender at pure speed. It's preachy, heavy-handed, and it doesn't bother to tell a story that feels human. Critics panned it as being intellectually empty, and even audiences who agreed with it winced at the presentation. It's not merely bad, it's unwatchably bad. You feel like you're trapped in a lecture that you didn't enroll for. Number 9, Gotti. The 2018 biopic that attempted to make us care about infamous mobster John Gotti, but resulted in a cinematic crime scene. Starring John Travolta, this movie had all the elements of a gritty gangster drama, except, a coherent script, good pacing, or sense of purpose. Travolta's performance is like observing someone attempt to channel The Godfather through a haze of overacting. The story bounces around like it's got a caffeine buzz, with random flashbacks and voiceovers that make your head spin. Reviewers said it was a mess, with some claiming it played like a spoof of a mob film. It's not only that it's terrible, it's that you'll find yourself bored out of your mind watching it and wishing you were seeing paint dry instead. And believe me, Kinelight fam, we're just getting started. Hit that like button if you've ever sat through a movie this painful. Number 8, Glitter and Tool. The Mariah Carey vehicle that crashed harder than a bad karaoke night. This was supposed to be Mariah's big break into acting, playing a singer chasing fame in the 80s music scene. Sounds like a slam dunk for a pop diva, right? Nope, the dialogue is as dull as a left-out overnight soda, and the plot is like it was scripted for a middle school production. Mariah's charm is not enough to redeem the clunky dialogue and the formulaic plot that meanders on like an unwanted ballad. Critics savaged it, and even Mariah herself has mocked it since. Not only is it a terrible drama, but it's an early 2000s cheese time capsule that'll have you reaching for the fast-forward button to skip to the end credits. Have you watched Glitter? Let us know what you thought in the comments below. Number 7, The Last Days of American Crime. A 2020 Netflix thriller that shows not all streaming originals are a success. Based in a dystopian future where an intranet signal prevents individuals from committing crimes, this film is about a heist team working on one final score. Sounds great, huh? Not really. The movie runs well over 2.5 hours, and each minute is like torture. The story is a confusing mess. The characters are as profound as a kiddie pool, and the flow is slower than rush hour traffic. Even a good cast, such as Edgar Ramirez and Michael Pitt, can't salvage this snooze fest. Reviewers labeled it a bloated, incoherent mess, and viewers concurred, awarding it a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the type of film that makes you want to commit the crime of turning it off. We're nearing the top. Smash that subscribe button to be a part of Kinelight. Number 6, Music. Sia's directorial debut gone so horribly wrong, it's difficult to know where to begin. This musical drama centers on a young girl with autism and her downtrodden sister, with Sia's music integrated in. The intention was good, but the outcome? A complete train wreck. The depiction of autism was roundly condemned as insensitive and inaccurate, with outrage from audiences and advocates alike. Add to that a disjointed story that feels more like a string of music videos than a movie, and you've got a recipe for disaster. The performances, even from talents like Kate Hudson, feel lost in a sea of tonal confusion. Critics called it a well-meaning but deeply flawed mess, and it's so uncomfortable to watch that you'll be reaching for the remote. Number 5. The 50 Shades Trilogy. 50 Shades of Grey, Darker, and Freed. This sultry saga of Anna and Christian's BDSM romance was going to make screens sizzle but flopped instead. The books were divisive, but the movies? They're a masterclass in how not to produce an erotic drama. The chemistry between Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson is like business lunch. The dialogue is comically atrocious, and the so-called hot scenes are about as hot as a tax return. The critics flayed these films, with Rotten Tomatoes ratings in the teens, and viewers cringed at the absence of lust. It's not that they're terrible. They're so boring you'll be hard-pressed to remember why you started it. Have you endured these? Let us know in the comments. Number 4. United Passions. A film that's essentially a love letter to FIFA. Yes, the soccer organization. This drama attempts to glamorize FIFA's past, with Tim Roth and Sam Neill roped in somehow to play executives in a narrative that is tantamount to corporate propaganda. The catch? It's so shamelessly self-serving that it becomes almost farcical. The script is as dry as the desert, the tempo is glacial, and it portrays FIFA as saints when, let's face it, their reputation isn't exactly pristine. They tore it apart, labeling it as one of the most shameless films ever produced, and the public avoided it in droves. It didn't come close to doing any box office business. It's a movie that leaves you wondering who came up with this idea. We're about 2 away from the top 3, Kinelight fam, so bear with us. Number 3, Ben Arthur. A low-budget drama so bad it's practically legendary. This independent film attempts to address gay marriage and family strife, but becomes a mess of amateur thespianship, subpar cinematography, and a script that looks like it was penned in one night of fevered intoxication. The plot involves a couple dealing with resistance from an intolerant brother, but the presentation is so clumsily done, it's difficult to take seriously. It's full of continuity mistakes, lines that read like they were written on another planet, and an atmosphere that screams, "We tried, but oof." Critics and audiences alike have labeled it a cult classic for all the wrong reasons. It's the sort of film you watch with your friends so that you can laugh at, not with. Can you believe you've ever watched a movie as wonderfully horrible as this one? They'll leave it in the comments. Number 2, Bolero, a so-called erotic drama that's more cringe than seductive. Featuring Bo Derek and directed by her husband John Derek, the film chronicles a young woman's search for love and passion around the world. Sounds like romance, yes? Nope, it's a primer on how to make a sexy film very, very not sexy. The dialogue is atrociously bad. The acting is more wooden than a mannequin, and the story is so serious it's almost parodic. It received a 0% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's simple to understand why. Each scene is a drag to sit through. It's not even so bad it's good, it's merely bad. If you made it through Bolero, congrats. You must be awarded a medal. We're on the doorstep of number 1, Kinelight family, and believe me, this is a trilogy that elevates Unwatchable to a new level. Number 1, the 365 Days Trilogy, and number 1 we are, the 365 Days Trilogy, the Netflix hit that's more notorious than legendary. Beginning with 365 Days in 2020 and continuing to 2 sequels, this erotic drama recounts a woman who gets kidnapped by a mafia boss who allows her 1 year to love him. Yikes, just the premise should raise some red flags, but the execution is worse. The movies celebrate bad behavior with cringeworthy dialogue, no chemistry, and a plot that feels like a fever dream. Critics panned it for glamorizing abuse, and audiences were left scratching their heads over its combination of sleaze and sleepiness. With Rotten Tomatoes ratings in the single digits, this trilogy is the height of unwatchable drama. It's not sexy, it's not romantic, it's just painful. Have you mustered up the courage to watch this one? Tell us in the comments below. That's our top 10, Kinelight fam. What did you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more film mayhem. That's a wrap on the top 10 most unwatchable drama movies. From preachy flops to steamily disastrous ones, these movies show us that not all dramas are Oscar material. Which one made you cringe the most? Share it in the comments and let's get a debate going. Like this video if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another Kinelight video. Until we meet again, keep watching, keep laughing, and keep shining that Kinelight. See you in the next video.